नमस्कार सभी को। This video I have taken a topic rectification of less interest charged. Remember, the topic belongs to the past adjustment. Past adjustment means the accounts final accounts has been closed, but later it is found that few records or few entries are not made. So in that, the first point is by passing just adjustment entry. Based on this same topic, I have already uploaded the video. This is in continuation in the same topic. We are rectification of less interest charged. That means in this question, rate of interest which is agreed, right? Whatever the current rate of interest which is agreed, it's not charged. Instead, some different rate of interest is charged. Let's see the question. ABC are partners in a firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio 2:1:2. Now their fixed capital were 3 lakh, 1 lakh and 2 lakh respectively. Now when the word respectively comes, that represents or that means or that indicates A's capital is 3 lakh, B's capital is 1 lakh and C's capital is 2 lakh. Now interest on capital for the year ended 31st March 2018 was credited to them as 9% instead of 10%. Actually the rate of interest should be 10%, whereas it has been charged at the rate of 9%. The profit before charging interest was 2,50,000. Pass adjustment entry. So in such type of questions, how to start? Always remember to make this table showing adjustment. After adjustment table, you give the adjustment entry. Now based on that, we will be having these columns, like the initial columns, that is a particulars, then the name of the partners followed by the total column. Then you write interest already credited because 9% already given. So 9% of 3 lakhs, 1 lakh and 2 lakh respectively, that gives you 27,000, 9,000 and 18,000, and the total is 54,000. Less interest should have credited because the actual rate of interest should be 10%, but already interest was charged at the rate of 9%. So if 10% would have been charged, then what would be the amount? It would have been 30,000, 10,000 and 20,000. That means 3 lakh 10%, 1 lakh multiplied with 10% and 2 lakh multiplied with 10%. This way you got 30,000, 10,000 and 20,000, and the total is 60,000. Now after that, this 6,000 which is your loss, this loss is to be distributed in the PSR, right? Your profit sharing ratio, that is 2:1:2. So 6,000 multiplied with 2/5. How this 5 has come? 2 plus 1 plus 2, that gives you 5. Alright, in the denominator you always use the total of the ratio, which is 5. 6,000 multiplied with 1/5, 6,000 multiplied with 2/5. That means all the partners, their share of loss is mentioned. Now this interest on capital which has credited 3,000 in case of A, whereas the debit amount, the loss is 2,400, the difference is 600. Since 3,000 is having the greater balance, credit balance is greater, therefore the balance is shown here is 600 as a credit. In the same manner for B, 1,000 has been credited and the loss is 1,200. The difference of 1,200 minus 1,000 is 200, where 1,200 is the heavy balance, therefore it shows the debit balance of 200. For C, 2,000 credited and the loss is 2,400. So here again the debit is greater, 2,400 is greater, therefore the balance is written against debit 400. After doing this, pass the adjustment entry. Whosoever is debited, make them debit. Whosoever is credited, make them credit. Like in this case, B and C's are debited to A's capital, 600. So this is how you pass the rectification entry or adjustment entry. The funda we follow here, always identify what is the problem, where the mistake has been committed. Once you know the mistake, then take out the difference, right? In this case 9% already credited, but the actual rate of interest was 10%, so we deducted 10% from the 9%. This way we get the difference of 3,000, 1,000 and 2,000, because less interest was credited now. Though the interest should be 10%, that means more interest should be credited. Therefore all the 3,000, 1,000 and 2,000 are in credit balance because more rate of interest should be given instead of the less. Earlier less interest was given, but the question asked that there should be allotted more rate of interest. Now the loss, which is 6,000, is to be distributed in the PSR. This way you get the difference between debit and credit. So whosoever having the heavy balance, follow that side. Like in the A, 2400, which represents your debit, is less than the credit, which is 3000. Therefore the balance will be written against the amount which is having the heavy balance. Like 3000 minus 2400, that gives you 600, but here the balance of credit side is heavy or greater, therefore 600 will be written in the credit side.